This conference will now be recorded.
Hope my screen is visible. Hello?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah, fine. Okay. So yesterday we have seen intercompany code transactions, and today's topic is chart of accounts and its types. Chart of accounts and its types. Okay, right. See here, accounts. What does it represent? The term accounts. Accounts. In the word chart of accounts, the word chart of accounts represents general ledger accounts. If you observe carefully, we have created some GL accounts, which are nothing but general ledger accounts, like salary GL account, expenses, rent GL account, cash GL account, intercompany GL account, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all those GL accounts we have created under one head. Okay, see, in MMI1 we have created these GL accounts. See, all cash transactions will be, whether cash payments or cash receipts, the information related to the cash transactions, it can be a receipt or a payment, will be captured into the system using this cash GL account. Similarly, rent paid by the business will be captured through this GL account 3 lakh 1. Similarly, salaries paid by organization will be captured through this GL account 3 lakh 2. So likewise, for each and every business transaction, we need to create different GL accounts. Okay, so many expenses will be there, so many revenue will be there. Likewise, you have some assets, likewise you have some liabilities. So various transactions, numerous transactions will take place. To capture data related to the numerous transactions or various transactions that have taken place by the business, the data with respect to those transactions will be captured through GL account, and these GL accounts will be created under a chart, under one particular head, under one particular group, and that group is called as chart of accounts. Already we have created chart of accounts in the configuration. Just I'll show you. And we have named it as operational chart of accounts. And we have named it as operational chart of accounts. If you remember well, we have created chart of account MMI1 using the
Yeah.
transaction code OB13, OB13. Just I'll show you. So this is the chart of accounts we have created, and we have named it as operational chart of accounts. That means this chart, under this chart of accounts, remember, listen to my explanation carefully. Under this chart of accounts, which we have named it as operational chart of accounts, we create various GL accounts, various general ledger accounts like this. Using these general ledger accounts, data related to the various transactions will be processed into the system by the end users. I repeat once again. We have created a chart of accounts called MMI1, and we have named it as operational chart of accounts. So under this operational chart of accounts, business will create GL accounts, various number of GL accounts like this. Using these GL accounts, data related to the various transactions will be captured into the system, will be processed into the system by the end users. So transactions are nothing but operations of the business organization. Am I right?
Yeah.
So therefore, I have named it as operational chart of accounts. So as the data related to the, as the information related to the various operations taken or various operations done by the organization will be captured through The GL accounts set in this chart of accounts. Therefore, this chart of accounts is being known as operational chart of accounts. Clear?
Yeah.
Right. So now take down some points here, theoretical points. Point number 1. Chart of accounts contains set of general set of or various number of GL accounts, various number of GL accounts, GL accounts, GL accounts. Second point, GL accounts are known as general ledger accounts. General ledger accounts. That means here salaries lakh 2 salaries is a general ledger account, nothing but GL account. Rent is a GL account. MM02 account is a GL account. Cash is a GL account. Okay. Next point. Chart of accounts are of three types. Are of three types. Are of three types. Three types. Number 1, operational chart of accounts. Operational chart of accounts. Number 2, country specific chart of accounts. Number 3, group chart of accounts. Group chart of accounts. Group chart of accounts. Next line. Operational chart of accounts contains, is that chart of accounts. Operational chart of accounts is that chart of accounts which contains set of GL accounts, set of those GL accounts, which will be used by the end users while processing the business transactions into the system. Into the system. Next point. Business transactions are also called as business operations in general. Full stop and continuation. As the GL accounts created under operational chart of accounts are being used while processing the business operations to capture the data, comma, the name of chart of accounts is operational chart of accounts. Operational chart of accounts. I repeat once again, business transactions are also called as business operations in general, as the GL accounts created under operational chart of accounts are being used while processing the business operations to capture the data. The name of chart of accounts is operational chart of accounts. Hope you got my point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Next point. Next point. Okay. Next point. In a simplified terminology, GL accounts of operational chart of accounts only used by the end users in a simplified terminology, GL accounts of operational chart of accounts only used by the end users for processing business transactions into SAP system. Next point. This seventh point is not that important, but just for your information sake, I am giving. Country specific chart of accounts are those chart of accounts. Country specific chart of accounts are those chart of accounts which will contain set of those GL accounts which will be used to generate country specific reports which in turn will be submitted to the government of a country, government of a specific country by the business organization periodically. Country specific chart of accounts are those chart of accounts which will contain set of those GL accounts which will be used to generate country specific reports, which in turn will be submitted to the government of a specific country by the business organization periodically. Generally, these reports are statutory in nature. Statutory reports, it can be related to duties, it can be related to taxes, it can be related to loans. So if any report which is related to a country specific, particular country specific reports. To generate those kinds of report, we will have to use a separate chart of accounts called country specific chart of accounts. Clear?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So with respect to this, you will understand in real time much. Okay. And at the end of the session, at the end of the training, I will mention some of the points with respect to this. The next one. So we have seen operational chart of accounts. I have explained how to create operational chart of accounts earlier. Got my point?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So country specific chart of accounts, theoretically I have explained. Practically I will show you in the SAP system at the end of the training. Okay. The
Okay.
next, group chart of accounts. Group chart of accounts. Group chart of accounts are is also known as consolidated chart of accounts. Consolidated chart of accounts. Group chart of accounts is also known as consolidated chart of accounts. Consolidated chart of accounts. Next point. Group chart of accounts is that chart of accounts that chart of accounts which will contain set of those GL accounts which will be used for generating group or consolidated or combined reports. Group chart of accounts is that chart of accounts which will contain set of those GL accounts which will be used for generating group or consolidator or combined reports. How this will happen? Let us see. Okay. Right. See here, 3 lakh 1 is a GL account, right?
Yeah.
3 lakh 1 GL account we have created in company code MMI1, right?
One.
Okay. See, I go to FBL3N. One second. FBL3N. I want to generate the report of rent GL account. What I will do, I will give 3 lakh 1, company code MMI1, then select all items, click on execute. So what it will do? It has given me the report related to rent GL account for the company code MMI1, right?
Yeah.
Suppose if I want to see rent report MMI2, company code MMI2, then what I will do here, MMI2, click on execute. See, MMI2. But my requirement is I want to see the combined report. I want rent report with respect to MMI1 and MMI2 in a single screen. That means consolidated report with respect to rent related to MMI1 company code and MMI2 company code. So if I want a report like that, I should use group chart of accounts. Understood the purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let us see how this group chart of accounts will be set in the system, in SAP system, and how it works out. Okay. So step number 1. Again, put the heading, sorry, group chart of accounts, group chart of accounts. Step number 1. Create group chart of accounts using create group chart of accounts using OB13 OB13 using OB13 OB13. Yeah. Please take down the path. It's SPRO. I mean to say SPRO in the command box. SPRO in the command box. Press enter. Click on SAP reference IMG. Click on SAP reference IMG. Financial accounting. Financial accounting. Financial accounting. Financial accounting. Just a minute. One second, I stop sharing my screen. I'm sharing my screen. Yeah. SPRO, financial accounting, general ledger accounting, general ledger accounting, GL accounts, GL accounts, master data, master data, master data, preparations, 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 edit chart of accounts list, edit chart of accounts list, edit chart of accounts list. So click on this clock icon of edit chart of accounts list. Click on this edit chart of accounts list. Click on this clock icon. Oh, one second, one second, one second. Yeah. So click on this clock icon, edit chart of accounts list. Click on new entries. Click on new entries, please. Click on new entries. New entries. Give the 4-digit code, alphanumerical code or alphabets or numericals, anything you can give. Just I'm giving mmgc, mmgc. Description, group chart of accounts of mm1234, mm1234 limited. Group chart of accounts of mm1234 limited. Then maintain language, select English. Maintain language, select English. Length of GL account number 06. Length of GL account number 06. 06. Click on save. Click on save. Press enter and get the message data was saved. And get the message data was saved. Step 2. Important, keep star mark please. Step number 2. Assign group chart of accounts. Group chart of accounts mmgc. This is what we have created in step number 1. Group chart of accounts mmgc. Assign group chart of accounts mmgc in operational chart of accounts MMI1. Assign group chart of accounts MMGC in operational chart of accounts MMI1 using OB13. Same path. OB13. OB13. So give OB13 in the command box. Give OB13 in the command box. Give OB13 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Click on position. Click on position. Click on position. Click on position. Write down very carefully. Give the operational chart of accounts. Give operational chart of accounts. That is MMI1. Give operational chart of accounts MMI1. Press enter. Press enter. Select operational chart of accounts with color. Select operational chart of accounts MMI1 with color. Select operational chart of accounts MMI1 with color. Click on details icon, which is looking like a magnifying glass. Click on details icon. Here you can see group chart of accounts. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just above the group chart of accounts, you can see the message, you can see the wording consolidation. Okay. So here in group chart of accounts field, give or assign the group chart of accounts which we have created in step number 1, that is MMGC. MMGC. Give group chart of accounts MMGC in the field group chart of accounts under consolidation section. I repeat once again. Give or assign group chart of accounts MMGC in the field group chart of accounts under consolidation section. Click on save. Click on save. Press enter. Get the message data was saved. Get the message data was saved. Next step. Step number 3. Create account groups. Create account groups under group chart of accounts. Under group chart of accounts. Under group chart of accounts using OBD4. OBD4. I repeat the step description. Create account groups under group chart of accounts using OBD4. Earlier, I have given path for OBD4 when we have discussed operational chart of accounts in the last sessions. So again, I'm not going to give you the path, please. So type OBD4 in the command box. OBD4 in the command box. OBD4 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Click on new entries. Click on new entries. Click on new entries. Give group chart of accounts in the field chart of accounts. Our group chart of accounts is MMGC.
Yeah.
In this column, please. Yeah. So in this chart of accounts column, give group chart of accounts MMGC and account group. You can give any code, just I am giving BS. Need not be BS, you can give any code. Then description, name is nothing but description. I am giving balance sheet. Balance sheet. Assets and liabilities will be there in a report called balance sheet. The organization assets and liabilities will be shown in a sheet, in a report, in a table, which is balance sheet. Similarly, expenses and income or revenue will be recorded, will be shown in a sheet or in a report or in a table called profit and loss.
Yeah.
Okay. So from account, you can give any number. So just I am giving B, I'm giving MM1000. You can give any number, need not be MM1000 to MM1999. Need not be alphanumerical. You can give numericals as well, please. The next, again give MMGC. I'm giving PL, stands for profit and loss. Profit is nothing but revenue or income. Loss is nothing but expense. Profit and loss. And here MM2002, MM2999. MM2999. Click on save. Click on save. Press enter and get the message data was saved. Get the message data was saved. Next step. Next step, just to remember it as a step. Don't need to worry why this step has to be configured in the system. Okay. So just for the sake of doing configuration, remember this. That's it. Step 4. define retained earnings, under group chart of accounts, using OB53. Define retained earnings under group chart of accounts using OB53. Yeah, so give OB53 in the command box. Give OB53 in the command box, or type OB53 in the command box, press enter, give group chart of accounts. System is saying chart of accounts, but we should understand it as group chart of accounts, please. So give group chart of accounts, MMGC, press enter, yeah, profit and loss statement, you can give any single digit, just I'm giving X, and account here, you take from balance sheet number range, from MM1000 to MM1099, any number you can take, because retained earnings is one of the component shown in the balance sheet by the business organization. Retained earnings is one of the item or one of the component to be shown in the balance sheet of the business organization. So it comes under balance sheet account group. So therefore, from this number range, any number you can take. So just I'm taking MM1001. MM1001. Account MM1001. Click on save. Ignore the warning message. You can see the warning message in the bottom left side, which is yellow in color, which is with yellow icon. So ignore the warning message, press enter. Ignore the warning message, press enter for 2 times. Write down very carefully. I said ignore the warning message, press enter for 2 times, and get the message changes have been made. Yeah, next step. Step number 5. Create group rent GL account. Under group chart of accounts. Observe carefully. Create group rent GL account under group chart of accounts using FSP0. Transaction code is FSP0. Using FSP0. Yeah. Take down the path. It's SAP Easy Access. 1 second, please.
Jay, what do we mean by group rent GL account?
Nothing but group rent GL account means using that GL account, you can generate rent related information with respect to multiple company codes at a time. consolidated rent report will appear. Okay. Yeah, please take down the path. SAP Easy Access, accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, master records, next GL accounts, individual processing, double click on FSP0 in chart of accounts. Double click on FSP0 in chart of accounts. Double click on FSP0 in chart of accounts. So double click on that. Click on create. See what step we are trying to do. We are trying to create group rent GL account. Okay, group rent GL account means rent is an expense. As it is an expense, it will fall under profit and loss, correct?
Yeah.
Right. So which number range we should use, MM2000 or MM1000?
2000.
2000. So from MM2000 to MM2099, 999, any number we can take.
Yeah.
So just, yeah. So I'm taking MM2001, give the GL account MM2001, give group chart of accounts MMGC. System says only chart of accounts. It is we need to understand whether it is operational or consolidated or group chart of accounts. We are trying to create GL account under group chart of accounts. Therefore, we need to give group chart of accounts. That is MMGC. So give the GL account number, group chart of accounts, press enter, account group. See, as we have created only 2 account groups under group chart of accounts, system is displaying only 2 account groups. We have only created 2 account groups, correct?
Yeah.
So therefore it is displaying only 2 here. If we create some more, those some more also will be displayed here. System would have displayed if we would have created. So as we are trying to create rent GL account, rent comes under profit and loss. So account group selected must be profit and loss. So select account group profit and loss. Select account group profit and loss. Then short text. Group salaries account. Sorry, rent account. Group rent account, or you can write consolidated rent account as well, or combined rent account. Next, long text, group rent account. Then click on save. Get the message. data saved. Get the message data saved. Next step, important step, star mark. Step number 6. Assign group rent GL account, that is MM2001. Just now we have created, no?
Yeah.
MM2001. MM2001. In rent GL account of operational chart of accounts. Operational chart of accounts using FS00. Assign group rent GL account, that is MM2001, in rent GL account of operational chart of accounts using FS00 for both company codes. For both company codes. For both company codes. We have created 2 company codes, no, so far, MMI1 and MMI2.
Yeah.
Right. I repeat the step description once again. Assign group rent GL account, that is MM2001, in rent GL account of operational chart of accounts using FS00 for both company codes. Right. Take now. So, one second. I keep it open. This. I take one more session. One more screen. Yeah. So give FS00 in the command box. Give FS00 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Press enter. Press enter. Click on expenses account group. You can see here. Click on expenses account group. See under which company code you are able to see?
MMI2.
MMI2. MMI2, correct. So double click on rent GL account. Double click on rent GL account. I said double click, write down carefully. Double click on rent GL account. Click on change icon. It is something looking like a pencil.
Yeah.
Just immediate right icon to the goggles icon. So click on change. And here you could see group account number visible. I'm moving my cursor on that.
Yeah.
Group account number means group GL account, consolidated GL account. That is MM2001. 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 Click on save. Click on save. Ignore the messages. Ignore the messages. Ignore the messages. Press enter and get the message data saved. And get the message data saved. Right? Continuation please, not yet over. Get the message data saved. Then click on change company code icon. Click on change company code icon. Change company code icon. and give MMI1 company code. Give company code MMI1. Give company code MMI1. Press enter. Press enter. Click on expenses account group. Click on expenses account group. That means expand. By clicking, it will be expanded. Then double click on rent GL account 3,01,000. Double click on rent GL account 3,01,000. And see here MMI1 visible.
Yeah.
Ensure that, I repeat, double click on rent GL account 3,01,000 and ensure that group rent GL account has already assigned, and ensure that rent GL account has already assigned. You can see I have not entered, it is already there. Ensure that group rent GL account has already been assigned. And click on save. Click on save. Ignore the message. Press enter. Right? See, this group rent GL account we have assigned in rent GL account of MMI1 and MMI2, correct?
Yeah.
So by using this group rent GL account MM2001, I can get the report with respect to rent pertaining to company code MMI1, MMI2 at a time. Clear?
Yes.
But why, my question is, why group rent GL account has to be assigned in rent GL account? Is it mandatory? The reason is, see, end users will use, while processing the rent, end users will use 3,01,000. They do not use MM2001. MM2001 is a GL account. 3,01,000 is also GL account. Both are GL accounts only. But
Yeah.
3,01,000 is a rent GL account which has been created under operational chart of accounts, which will be used by the end users while processing the transactions. Please do remember, end users will never ever use group GL accounts while processing the transactions. Rather, end users will use those GL accounts which have been created under operational chart of accounts, but not under group chart of accounts. Getting my point? So
Yeah.
end users will use this rent GL account 3,01,000 while processing the rent. Therefore, information related to rent is available in the GL account 3,01,000. By assigning group rent account, in rent GL account, whatever the data end user has processed using this 3,01,000, that automatically will be updated in MM2001. Therefore, we could able to generate consolidated rent report using MM2001. I repeat once again, by assigning group rent GL account in rent GL account, whatever the data that has been processed using this 3,01,000 GL account automatically will update in group rent GL account. Understood the point?
Yeah.
Right. Next step. Step number 7. Generate group consolidated report for rent using FBL3N. Generate consolidated report for rent using FBL3N. Consolidated rent report means report with respect to MM2001 GL account, correct?
Yeah. Hmm.
So by viewing this MM2001 consolidated rent GL account, that report shall have information related to rent with respect to company code MMI1 as well as company code MMI2 in one single screen, correct?
Yeah. Hmm.
So that is why it is called as consolidated, combined, group. Okay, so please take down using FBL3N. So give FBL3N in the command box. Give FBL3N in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Remove the GL account and company code. Remove the GL account and company code. Remove the GL account and company code. Click on dynamic selections icon. See, you can see an icon with red, green and blue visible.
Yeah.
So this is called as dynamic selections. So click on dynamic selections icon. Click on, I repeat once again, just a minute, please. From the beginning, I repeat, just wait for a minute. So give FBL3N in the command box. FBL3N in the command box, press enter. Remove the GL account and company code. Remove the GL account and company code. Then select all items. Before clicking dynamic selection, select all items, radio button. Select all items, radio button. Click on dynamic selections. Click on dynamic selections icon. Hope you are clear.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So click on dynamic selections. Yeah. One second. Click on group account number. Click on group account number. Here you can see. I
Yeah.
mean to say double click on group account number. Double click on group account number on the left side. Group account number on the left side. Double click on group account number on the left side. See here you can see group account number, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
So give the group account number MM2001. That is group rent GL account or consolidated rent GL account. Group account number MM2001. And click on execute. Click on execute on the top left, which is looking like a clock icon. Click on execute. Get the warning message. Please note down. Get the warning message. Long selection times possible. Caution, long selection times possible. Write down the message very carefully. Get the warning message. Caution, long selection times possible. Ignore the warning message. Ignore the warning message. Press enter. Ignore the warning message. Press enter. See here, rent MM01, sorry, MMI1, 3 lakh 1, MMI1. First it is showing MMI1 related data. Then it is showing rent data with respect to MMI2 in one single screen. If you scroll down, it will show you combined 475 plus 77, 552. Clear?
Yeah.
Right. So this is how the consolidated chart of accounts or group chart of accounts works in the system. Basically, this is used to generate consolidated reports at global level, combined report at global entity level. That is the purpose. Okay. Next topic.
Okay.
Next topic. Foreign currency transactions. Foreign currency transactions. Topic number 9, I believe. Yeah, topic number 9. Foreign currency transactions. So what is this concept of foreign currency transactions? How a transaction, how system should allow the end user to process transaction in a foreign currency. Okay, all those things will come under the topic foreign currency transactions. Okay, so I would like to stop the session for today. We'll continue in tomorrow's session and we'll
Okay.
complete foreign currency transactions in tomorrow's session. Acha, Manisha, have you started practicing SAP?
Yeah, I've started.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So any stuck ups?
No, as of now, nothing.
Okay, if there are any, don't
Yeah,
wait.
sure. I'll
Yeah, if there are any stuck ups, don't wait till the time of session. You take a snapshot and send it to me in the WhatsApp. If at all possible, I'll
Okay.
try to give reply to that how to resolve it. Okay.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Have a nice time. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. 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 Bye.